From the Sony Pictures Studios, this is Jeopardy!
Welcome to Jeopardy! Have fun and good luck to all of you. See what you think of these categories.
TV cartoons, the White House, world geography, U.S. history, food and drink, potpourri.
Player one, start us off.
This series ended its 94-95 season with a Who Shot Mr. Burns cliffhanger.
Player one. Right you are. All right, pick again.
This title dog's real first name is Scoobert.
Player one. That's it. You're building up a big lead. All right, pick again.
This Nickelodeon cartoon shows the adventures of baby Tommy Pickles and his friends.
Player one. Why, yes. All right, pick again.
Hank and his family, residents of Arlen, Texas, are the focus of this Fox show.
Player one. Exactly. All right, pick again.
It's the last name of Animaniacs Wacko, Yakko, and Dot.
Player one. That's it. All right, pick again.
The raw milk sold in health food stores hasn't gone through the sterilization process.
Player one. That's correct. All right, pick again.
1 to 2 inches thick, this expensive French cut of meat comes from the small end of the tenderloin.
Player three. Right you are. All right, player three.
The Harrisons were afraid to turn off these, installed during their stay for fear of shock.
Player two. That's it, exactly. Player two, you choose.
The grounds contain the Jacqueline Kennedy Garden and this famous garden named for a flower.
Player three. Correct. Player three, you choose.
Soon after taking office in 1981, this president lifted the grain embargo on the Soviet Union.
Player three.
That's right.
All right, pick again.
In 1858, this Democrat from Illinois won re-election to the U.S. Senate.
Player 3.
That's correct. All right, pick again.
In 1920, this president signed legislation returning the railroads to private ownership.
Player 3.
To be sure. All right, pick again.
On August 29, 1877, this leader of the Mormon Church died.
Player 3. Yes, indeed.
All right, pick again.
Toussaint Charbonneau reportedly won this Shoshone woman, Lewis and Clark's guide, while gambling.
Player 2. You are correct.
Okay, player 2.
The basin of this river covers almost 40% of South America.
Player 2.
Exactly. All right, pick again.
This sovereign state was named for the Roman hill on which it is located.
Player 3.
Right you are.
Player 3, your turn.
A bird in the hand is worth two in this place.
Here is the correct response. Player 3.
This president planted the magnolia, not hickory, trees that shade the south portico.
Player 3. Exactly.
All right, pick again.
This president had a horseshoe pit installed at the White House in 1989.
Player 1.
Yes, indeed.
Player 1, your turn.
A chimichanga is one of these Mexican food items that's been fried, filling and all.
Player 1. No, I'm sorry. Anybody? Player 2?
Yes.
Your choice, player 2.
The Bay of Haifa is located in this country.
Player 3. Right you are.
Player 3, you choose.
Dufour-Spitze, part of Monte Rosa, is this alpine country's only peak above 15,000 feet.
Player 3. Exactly.
All right, pick again.
Munich is the capital of this largest German state.
Player 2.
Why, yes.
Player 2, you choose.
Answer, Daily Bubble. Player 2, your wager, please.
These pendulous body parts of Doberman pinschers are often cropped to make them stand up.
Player 2. Correct.
All right, pick again.
Introduced in the mid-1960s, this boy's action figure became Hasbro's primary toy line.
Player 1. Exactly.
Player one, you choose.
In veal Oscar, the cutlets are traditionally topped with crayfish or this seafood.
Player 3.
That's it, exactly. Player three.
The White House design is based on Leinster House, now the meeting place of this country's parliament.
Anybody? Player 3.
No, I'm sorry.
Anyone? Okay, player 3.
The bigarade is one of the oldest known varieties of this citrus fruit.
Player 2. Exactly.
It's your turn, player two.
Judge Richard Henderson sponsored his 1775 colonizing expedition through the Cumberland Gap.
Player 3. You are correct.
And to finish the board,
Dai-ichi, this country's oldest bank, merged with Kangyo in 1971.
Player 3. That's correct. Well, that brings us to the end of the first round.
Let's look at the total scores so far.
All right, it's time for Double Jeopardy. Now, here are the categories for the Double Jeopardy.
dogs, pen names, 16th century names, archaeology, Star Trek, furniture.
Player one, let's get things underway.
Barry, one of these brandy-carrying dogs, rescued 40 people in the early 19th century.
Player 3.
To be sure. Your choice, player three.
The Siberian is the only officially recognized variety of this sled dog.
Player 3.
Right you are. All right, pick again.
The most famous rough type of this dog is undoubtedly Lassie.
Here is the correct response. All right, pick again.
The toy version of this French dog was created by breeding down the miniature.
Player 3. Wrong.
Here is the correct response. All right, pick again. The answer is a Goodwill Daily Double. Player three, you have your wager, please.
Tenzing Norgay, conqueror of Everest, was a breeder of these small Tibetan dogs.
Take a look at your monitor.
Player 3. Oh, I'm sorry, that's wrong.
Here is the correct response. All right, pick again.
One may be dining, Parsons, or drawing.
Player 2.
You are correct.
Okay, player.
A low seat with no back and 3 or 4 legs. One in a bar is usually taller.
Player 1.
That's right.
What'll it be, Player 1?
This piece of hall furniture is specifically for holding bumbershoots.
Player 3. Correct.
All right, player 3.
Rudolph II of this Austrian dynasty was crowned King of Bohemia in 1575.
Player 2.
Correct.
It's your turn, Player 2.
This queen's mother, Anne Boleyn, had been a lady-in-waiting for Catherine of Aragon.
Player 3. Oh, I'm sorry, that's wrong.
Anyone?
Here is the correct response.
Okay, player.
In 1538, this conquistador's forces captured and executed his rival, Diego de Almagro.
Player 3.
You are correct.
Player 3, you choose.
This Lolita author wrote 9 Russian novels under the name V. Siren.
Anyone?
Here is the correct response. It's your turn, Player.
Registry number NCC 1701. This ship was launched in 2245.
Anybody?
Your choice, Player 3. Answer. Daily double. Player 3, we have your wager, please.
Fossils of this early man were first discovered in a German valley in 1856.
Player 3. I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Here is the correct response. All right, pick again.
While a student, this Andromeda Strain author used the pen names John Lang and Jeffrey Hudson.
Here is the correct response. All right, pick again.
Wolf was the first member of this race to serve in Starfleet.
Player 2.
Yes, indeed.
All right, contestant 2.
Armin Shimmerman plays this Ferengi who runs a bar on Deep Space Nine.
It's your turn, Player 2.
This native of Crete studied with Titian in Venice before moving to Toledo.
Player 3.
That's it.
All right, Player 3.
Ferdinando, a member of this ruling family of Florence, became a cardinal when he was only 14.
Player 3.
That's correct.
All right, pick again.
Scientists learn about ancient plant life by studying fossilized grains of this from flowers.
Here is the correct response. All right, pick again.
In this process of distressing new furniture to look old, birdshot may be used to create wormholes.
Player 3. Why, yes. All right, pick again.
It's the French equivalent of a what now?
Player 3. Yes, indeed.
All right, pick again.
William Sidney Porter wrote The Ransom of Red Chief under this pen name.
Player 2. Yes.
Player 2, your turn.
His early work appears in an obscure Armenian language publication under the name Sirach Goryan.
Here is the correct response. What'll it be, Player 2?
Tim Russ's character of Tuvok on Voyager is a full-blooded one of these pointy-eared aliens.
Player 3.
Why, yes.
Player 3, your turn.
These scrolls were uncovered by a Bedouin boy exploring a cave at Qumran in 1947.
Here is the correct response.
Player 3, what'll it be?
She played the hundreds of years old Guinan named for Prohibition-era hostess Texas Guinan.
Player 3.
To be sure. All right, pick again.
Snaketown on the Gila River in this state is the best-studied village of the Hohokam culture.
Player 2. That's right.
Your choice, Player 2.
The ruins at Angkor Wat were discovered in this Southeast Asian country around 1860.
Player 3. That's it.
And to finish the board,
He wrote The Big Needle as Simon Miles and Eye of the Needle as himself.
Player 3. That's right. That's the end of Double Jeopardy.
Let's take a look at the scores.
Let's see what our category is for Final Jeopardy.
historic documents.
Player 1, please make your wager. Player 2, your wager, please. Player 3, could we have your wager, please? All right, here's the answer. Good luck.
Let's see how everyone did.
Thanks, Johnny. Player 1, your question? Very good. Now, what was your wager? Player 2, your question. Sorry, that's incorrect. Let's see how much it cost you. Ooh, I guess it's just not your day. Your question, player 3. No, I'm sorry. What's that going to cost you? Sometimes you get a tough one.
Congratulations, player 1. You're the Jeopardy champion.
Thanks for playing Jeopardy!